Good afternoon. This is the 5FM Radio Main News. The headlines. The opposition Patriotic Front President aspirant Grayford Monday cautioned opposition political parties against internal fights. Government takes a step towards securing free education as a legal right. And UK criticizes Gaza aid delays as tents make take a year to arrive. This bulletin is live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie. Patriotic Front presidential aspirant Grayford Monday has cautioned that as long as the opposition party remains fighting internally, issues of such as the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 7 will succeed. Speaking when he featured on the Tuesday edition of the Burning Issue program this morning, Mr. Monday has since called for unity among the opposition parties to hold government accountable. He says there are several matters of national importance which requires the attention of the opposition to strengthen and be refined.
My vision further will be to work with the other opposition political parties to ensure that we sincerely get to a table where we're going to agree and work together. It doesn't matter how strong that the UPND or how much of state machinery they want to use. When we are united as opposition, there is no way that the UPND can be able to win us. We saw this in Malawi when people were very sure that there is no way President Mutharika can come back to power. But when the opposition united, you saw the victory. It was so clear and landslide. So for me, it's not just to nurture the PF. No, when I become president, it's also to work hand in hand with the other opposition political party to foster a strong opposition front.
And Mr. Monday has charged that the recent declaration of Chawama constituency vacant by Speaker of the National Assembly is meant to demonstrate that the UPND administration is popular through by-elections.
In trying to fast-track this, what would be the achievement of the UPND? Number one, they could have been thinking, first of all, this is what they're thinking, that reduce the numbers in parliament, because definitely they want to push Bill 7 quickly to come. So they'll be thinking, oh, Tasila and fight them so that we can reduce the number. Opposition that is critical about these matters. So here the intention is to reduce the numbers in parliament if they achieve with Bill 7. The other matter is they want to call for an election to show that they are popular.
Governance expert and human rights advocate Wesley Mianda has described the government's suspension of dialogue with the Oasis Forum as unfortunate, citing a lack of constructive engagement from the opposition group. According to a press statement released by him, Mr. Mianda said that the Oasis Forum was unprepared to engage in meaningful discussions, pointing to a letter submitted to the government on November 29, 2025, which failed to identify specific problematic clauses in the proposed constitutional amendments or offer alternative suggestions. He stated that the Oasis Forum showed an unwillingness to proceed with genuine roundtable discussions. Mr. Mianda praised President Hakainde Hichilema's governance for keeping doors open to all stakeholders, including the Oasis Forum, for further discussions.
Meaningful engagement is best achieved where parties involved are flexible in the approach and willing to offer clear alternative solutions to move parties closer to consensus building rather than offering just general objections. We wish to salute President Hakainde Hichilema and his government for extending that invitation to Oasis Forum, which has lamentably flopped, unfortunately.
Government has taken a historic step towards securing free education as a legal right, with the Ministry of Education initiating amendments to the Education Act of 2011. Minister of Education Douglas Yagalima has announced that the proposed amendments have already been submitted to the Ministry of Justice for fine-tuning. Once enacted, the law will guarantee free education for children from early childhood education through secondary school. The minister stressed that the surge in school enrollments demonstrates the strong demand for education, previously hindered by school fees. He further expressed satisfaction with the establishment of the Educational Association for Quality Assurance in Zambia, which will play a key role in monitoring and enhancing the quality of education nationwide. During a courtesy call on the Minister of Education, EAQAZ President Dr. Chilawo Mutesa, who was accompanied by a four-member delegation, formally introduced the association to the minister. Dr. Mutesa highlighted EAQAZ's mission to promote excellence, foster collaboration, and strengthen capacity in quality assurance across Zambia's education sector. Dr. Mutesa explained that EAQAZ is a professional body comprising quality assurance practitioners and higher education institutions. He further proposed that the free education policy be enshrined in the Constitution to ensure its permanence. The Lusaka City Council has reported a tragic fire incident in the Zingalume area of George Compound, which claimed the life of a 2-year-old girl, Adasa Kabwe. LCC Public Relations Manager Chola Mwamba says the child had been left sleeping on a sofa by her parents when the fire started at their home on plot number 60/9 Twikatani Road. The incident occurred around 1640 hours yesterday. The council's emergency response team received the distress call just after 1740 hours and arrived at the scene within minutes, but found that neighbors had already managed to put out the fire using buckets of water. The blaze caused partial damage to the structure and household property. Ms. Mwamba says the fire brigade was unable to determine the cause of the fire after being forced to leave the scene due to hostility from residents, preventing further assessment and investigation. The Lusaka City Council is urging the public to cooperate with emergency teams to ensure safety and effective response during such incidents, adding that it remains committed to protecting lives and property in the city.
Incident at that. The infant had been left sleeping on a sofa by her parents, Moses Kabwe and Mary Kamba, when the fire occurred at plot number 60/9 George Compound. The incident took place at approximately 1640 hours yesterday. Upon receiving the distress call at 1740, the Lusaka City Council Emergency Response Team arrived at the scene at 1755.
And in other news trending this afternoon, Commuters' Rights Association of Zambia President Aaron Kamuti has criticized the government for missing the 30th November deadline for completing the 610-mile stretch of the dual carriageway project. The Plumbers Association of Zambia says it skills-based training curriculum designed to raise standards in the plumbing sector. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
Commerce, Trade and Industry Minister Chipoka Mlenga has officially opened the 46th Intergovernmental Committee meeting of COMESA in Lusaka, highlighting the importance of digital transformation in boosting regional development. Speaking on behalf of President Hakainde Hichilema, Mr. Mlenga welcomed delegates and said this year's theme, leveraging digitalization, to deepen regional value chains for sustainable and inclusive growth reflects the region's need to adopt modern solutions to drive economic progress. He noted that COMESA continues to play a vital role in helping member states navigate global economic shocks, climate pressure, and conflict related disruptions. Mr. Mlenga said the bloc's new 2026 to 2030 medium term strategic plan will living standards, strengthening regional markets activity and promoting gender and youth inclusion. The minister emphasized the need for better alignment between regional programs and national development priorities, as well as also increased financing, capacity building, and stronger engagement with the private sector and research institutions. Mr. Mlinga also encouraged member states to ratify the tripartite free trade area, saying its implementation will promote competitiveness, regional value chains, and cross border infrastructure. And COMESA Secretary General Chileshe Mpundu Kapwepwe said this year's theme, leveraging digitalization to deepen regional value chains, offers major opportunities for trade, productivity, and inclusive growth. Ms. Kapwepwe urged member states to accelerate adoption of digital platforms, support priority value chains, from commitments to concrete action to strengthen regional integration.
With collaborative efforts, we need to ensure that ongoing projects are effectively managed to achieve the intended objectives. The following are some of the projects that need our full attention. The $2.5 billion COMESA World Bank Digital Acceleration Program, launched in 2025, aims to connect 180 million people and deliver digital service to at least 100 million people by 2030. It prioritizes access for women, youth, refugees, business, and public institutions.
Ends the business news, and in foreign news, the UK government has criticized delays in aid being allowed into Gaza after a consignment of more than 1,100 tents it sent to the strip took more than a year to arrive. The Foreign Secretary has also raised concerns that other UK funded aid had been unable to reach residents despite the ceasefire between Hamas and Israel. Yvette Cooper said the situation in Gaza remains dire as the United Nations warned that 1.5 million people are in need of urgent worsening rains and plummeting temperatures ahead of. The BBC has asked the Israeli government for a response.